Well, hi, and welcome to another one of Wally's Weekend Drives. Man, we got something special today for sure. We are up here at Coulter GMC Buick right here, joined by Wes Pogue, one of the main guys up here for doing the sales. Now, Wes, I'm pretty impressed with his 2023 GMC 1500 AT4X, which is all-terrain 4x4, basically, correct?
Yep, it's the top of the line for the off-road division for GMC. It's a very limited build truck. It's got a ton of off-road features, plus it's packed full of luxury on the inside.
That's right. So let's take a look up front right here. The first thing we're going to see with the grille, big wide open grille, lots of cooling, and if you drop down a little bit there, you're going to see red tow hooks. Now what Wes tells me, those red tow hooks are all for all the Ford and Dodge fans out there that drive trucks. These are for pulling those guys out. But when you come around to the side here, what you're going to see is 18-inch specialty wheels that only come on this AT4X, and they're with like a good off-road tire on that. Now, Wes, these things have been raised up a couple inches, right?
Yeah, the AT4X actually comes with a 2-inch lift right from the factory. It also comes with Multimatic DSSV shocks, which allow the vehicle, it's got different modes for different types of terrains, plus you can smooth out the ride when you're just cruising down the road.
That's right. Okay, so all you shock people out there, if you don't know what all that means, basically they're an internal bypass shock that adjusts to all the terrain settings that you can get inside the cab, and there's probably more in there than you actually are going to ever need, for sure. We did have the chance this weekend, went up to Young, Arizona, through about 3 feet of snow, a lot of mud, tested this thing thoroughly, so if you see a little bit of mud on it, I couldn't get it all off. That's one thing for sure. In fact, one thing we might want to talk about is the desert sand metallic paint job right here, because truly it does match the color of the desert around here. I couldn't even tell it was dirty until I went to wash it, and then it was like, oh gee, I guess it is dirty. But one thing, again, GMC and Coulter is really affiliated with Cadillac too, and I can understand why the transition from Cadillac to GMC, because this GMC truck is like a Cadillac inside.
Oh, for sure, Wally.
Yes. So let's talk a little bit about some of the features inside here. We got full grain leather seating, seating for 5, I should say, with 16-way adjustable front seats.
And they massage.
Yes, that's what I was going to say.
So as you're off-roading, scraping the bottom with the rock sliders here,
right,
you can have your massaging seats going.
Man, I'll tell you, I had it going too. And you know what? It's pretty nice because the heated and the ventilated seat also. Obviously, I had the heated seats on. I had the heated steering wheel going. When you looked outside, it looked like Santa Claus was around, man, because there was a lot of snow and a lot of ice and a lot of yuck up there. And this, we transitioned it no problem. I was really impressed. I did see a couple trucks on the road that were abandoned with about 3 feet of snow on top of them. So we weren't one of those. So one thing for sure, let's take a look in the back here a little bit too, because what we're going to see is USB and USB-C outlets in the back, along with ventilation back there. And everybody in the back can clearly see that big screen that's up front. What we've got there is about 13.4 inches of screen in the front that has your infotainment. Google Maps in this thing, from a tech standpoint, that's great. I mean, when you're driving down the road, you can come right in on an address and it actually shows you who's in the driveway.
What about the heads-up display? Did you try that out?
Yes, massive heads-up display.
And it's color.
Yes, color, easy to see, not distracting for me. Now it is adjustable for height though too, right? You can move it up and down.
Yep, you can move it up, down. You can make it brighter, dim it down, or just take it all away if you don't want it.
That's right. Okay, so let's not talk about just all the tech inside. It's still a truck, and you're going to buy it for a truck, right? So if you look up there, what you're going to see is a great little sunroof right there that is opening, and a sliding rear window here, which was always a problem in the past. Like I said, I'd owned a 78 GMC High Sierra in the past. Could never get to that back window, to open it up. Now it's just a small switch on the center console right there up above by the mirror. Yep. You open and close it, no problem. But let's walk around to the back here, because again, like we said, it is a truck. Let's look at a couple of the features here. Maddie, if you could get in right here, I'm going to take a quick look here at, it's pre-wired for trailers. Tows up to 9,000 pounds for a trailer. But if you look underneath here, normally I see a 4-pin flat connector here. Wes, what are these two connectors for?
Those are actually for auxiliary cameras.
Well, that's a great thing for sure, because you can never have too much information driving down the road. One of the things you see right here is you open up the tailgate. GMC was the first one to come out with this multifunctional tailgate. So if you do this and you put the step down, look at this. Brand new kicker stereo in here. If you're going to use this for tailgating, or if you're going to be out on the ranch digging post holes or something, you just want to rock out to some Boy George or something while you're out there, we can definitely do that. But you know, Wes, one thing for certain, how many of these trucks you got? Because I see a ton.
Well, right now I've got over 300 GMCs on the lot ready for immediate delivery and 200 Buicks.
Wow.
We have one of the largest inventories of all of Arizona. And we've been here for 100 years. We're family owned and operated. So come down and see us. We've got some great deals going on right now.
There you go. Well, you're going to need that great deal, because MSRP on this, $80,935, but you just heard it from Wes. He's got great deals happening. So come on down here to Coulter GMC, located on Camelback and 12th Street, right on the corner.